Adventurer, you're the savior of Calpheon. Oh, such modesty. But, well, yes, I suppose I did play a crucial role. More importantly, how are you feeling? It's been days. You've been sleeping like the dead. That's a relief. We've all been concerned. Lady Isabel kept asking about you. Now, let's make our way outside. The people of Calpheon await their hero.
Citizens, behold, your hero! The very mercenary chosen by me, your chief counselor!
What are you saying? This hero has been working for Calpheon alongside my daughter since they set foot in Serendia.
Do you not recognize the man beside our hero? That's Captain Volks of Trina, the chief security officer of Calpheon City. You two are quite ambitious. You do well to remember who the chief counselor of Calpheon is. Isabel's trial hasn't even started yet, and the request for reinforcements from the capital security is still pending.
Why bring up such matters at this joyous time? My daughter's innocence will surely be proven.
Calpheon needs a stronger defense. Don't forget that the election is drawing near.
What are they talking about? Why are they arguing?
Who's telling the truth? I'm not sure.
No, I think we should retire for the time being. We can't afford to act recklessly right now. How about paying a visit to Lady Isabel? There's likely less of a fuss going on there. Everyone! Our hero still needs rest! Please, come back another time!
To the skies we rise! Is there anything I can assist you with, sir?
We've come to visit Lady Isabel. We've got the council's approval, so let us through.
Yes, sir! I need one person to fill out the visitor records. Will you be doing it, sir?
Yes, I'll take care of it. Why don't you go ahead? I'll finish up this paperwork and join you shortly.
To the skies we rise! Is there...
There you are. Seeing you move about, it seems like you're all recovered. My trial is today. They're going ahead with it right after Jordine's defeat. How predictable. As you can see, I'm being kept under house arrest, and my father... I have no idea what he's thinking. Does he really intend to let his only daughter remain imprisoned? I can only speak freely about this with you. My apologies. You're still not in the best of health. How? Then again, other than Povius, you're the only one I can trust in this world. But I've done nothing for you. Why go to such lengths for me? That is very kind of you to say. But this is House Light, the most illustrious family in Calpheon we're talking about. My family's status is forged on a foundation of gold. My father spent his whole life amassing wealth with relentless fervor. He would undertake any venture for the promise of coin. Perhaps that's why my father had a multitude of enemies. But House Light... Can I really stand against them? What do you think? Are you certain of that? Very well. Your words have instilled some courage in me. Then, as the branch head of the Jean Merchant Guild, I must live up to the expectations of our newest recruit. Do you remember the blade Jordine was wielding? That's the Ashen Usurper. A symbol of Belmorn. That information came from Professor Alustin himself. But someone had possession of that sword before Jordine. Sir Edmund Dawson, the manager of the extraction mill. Isn't it strange? Why would a man like that have such a sword? Regardless, if we retrace Edmund's tracks, we're bound to find something. He was not the most meticulous of men, after all. After his death, I was the first to his residence, and obtained his ledger for my efforts. I've hidden it away in my father's vault. Thanks to that, we could avoid the judiciary search. Povius, how's my witness doing?
He has regained consciousness. Chief Valentine is very skilled.
Good. You've given me all the courage I need, adventurer. So I won't be backing down now. There is something I need from this trial, and I need your help getting it.
Why are there so many documents to handle? How much more do they intend to torment the lady? Huh? We came all this way here to see her. I should pay my respect. Where are you rushing off to? You won't get another chance to visit her again until the trial. Yet you're leaving so soon? Lighten up, you're as rigid as a board. Why the haste? I know you're not back to full strength yet. Lady Isabel, how are you faring? Good, good. Then see you again next time, I suppose.
I'm sorry, Geoffrey. I cannot approve your loan request. You should leave.
If we fail to cover the promissory note due this time, House Ern will go bankrupt. Why don't you postpone your donation to the Holy College? Please, please help. You're my father-in-law.
What father-in-law? Did you forget what your father did when Isabel was falsely accused?
That... I apologize on behalf of my father, but... It seems you have a guest. I'll come back later.
I was wondering who it could be. What brings you here?
Sir, has the inspection team paid you a visit yet? In regards to Lady Isabel's case?
Don't worry about her case. By rights, Isabel should be locked up in the Calpheon dungeons. Yet she is at home, safe and warm. This is the power I wield over this city. I'm untouchable. Before House Light, the most prestigious family in Calpheon, you have no power to oppose them. While you were fighting with Jordine, do you think they sat around picking the lint from their pillows? Evidence has likely been tampered with, and anyone involved either bought off or silenced for good. I've already told you. Stirring things up won't do her any good. Leave.
Oh dear, he is too stubborn. What's our next move? She said the ledger is in his safe. What are you thinking? I see. I suppose I'm not in a position to be picky. Sir, as Jordine has been taken care of, I'd like to discuss the reinforcement of the capital security force.
What is wrong with you? I'm a father whose daughter's on the precipice of imprisonment. Do you hear yourself? Have you forgotten whose coin has kept you trained, kept you properly outfitted? Have you?
House in Karosia is...
His roar is always so intimidating. By the way, I didn't know you were so light-fingered. Oh, this must be it. It appears to be a very ordinary ledger. What exactly are we searching for? Most of the records are about black crystals. And as we're aware, the mine is under the control of the Light Merchant Guild. Let's see. There's also details on the guards' lodging and meals, armory management, wages. Oh, here it is! Lady Isabel's words were true. The guards' equipment records. It states that a sword obtained from an unidentified individual was stored in the armory. Judging by the recorded size, material, and shape, I'm certain it's the Ashen Usurper. But will this be enough to defend her? Hold on, what's the time? Oh, the trial is about to commence. We must rush to the Callus Plaza.
They say that in Calpheon you'll get fleeced in broad daylight. How can people live in such a busy and hostile environment? Huh? Adventurer! Oh my, you look gaunt. Are you eating properly?
I heard you collapsed after fighting Jordine, but I see you're still alive and kicking. A fortunate turn indeed.
Ah, we came to prove that there is no connection between the Shadow Knights and the Serendian dukedom. And I hear dear Isabel is about to go on trial soon as well. I simply cannot miss out on such a spectacle. Huh? What are you going on about? I heard only Belmont's corpse remained after you defeated him. Chief Frero told me that Sir Jordine should still be alive. And it was thanks to you, right? I knew you'd look out for him. That's what happened, isn't it? I know you wouldn't refuse my request. My honorable knight of Serendia wouldn't do that.
It appears the trial is about to commence. Let's hurry. You came to watch it as well, didn't you?
Roy, go ahead and prepare our seats.
Yes, I will take care of it, Your Grace.
Order! Order in the court! The trial is about to commence. Citizens, take your seats and remain silent. I am Herman Foresio, the Chief Counselor of the Republic of Calpheon. The court of the First Criminal Department of the Callus Parliament is now in session. Case number 286-192. The Grand Chamberlain of Serendia's collusion with the Shadow Knights. Are both sides in attendance?
Plaintiff Elena Light, Your Honor.
Defendant Isabel and Karosia, Your Honor.
Plaintiff, specify the accusation made against the defendant and provide justification for such allegations.
Jordine Ducas, former Grand Chamberlain of Serendia, who instilled fear in the hearts of the Calpheon citizens. How was it he dared to point his sword at Calpheon's throat? It was all thanks to the support of his sponsor, Isabel and Karosia. No one suspected it. She was not foolish enough to openly show her support for Serendia. Instead, she supported the Baron of Montvidel. It was a very cunning choice. Yes, a land of perilous ruin, where one can hardly imagine soldiers or farmers residing. Under this guise, Serendia secretly trained elite soldiers, ready to be deployed at a moment's notice.
What an utter farce! You can't just accuse her out of hatred, out of spite!
Shh! Quiet, Jerry. Calm down. They can't find out about the other forces Joe was raising.
Order! Disrupt the proceedings of this court again, and you will be removed immediately. Continue, plaintiff.
As many of you know, the Jean Merchant Guild is a jointly run venture between House Light and House Encarosha. I discovered some unusual transactions while balancing last month's books, so I took a deeper look and unearthed an unsettling truth. The funds used for the acquisition of the Heidel League of Merchants were actually used to support Montvidel. I immediately informed the Duke of Serendia and had him strip the former Grand Chamberlain of any military authority. Then, Isabel arranged for him to collude with the heretics, the Shadow Knights. He then harnessed that newfound power to trample upon Calpheon, our city, built upon the sanctity of Elion with the sweat of our ancestors. They've laid waste to the Callous Parliament, our esteemed assembly of Calpheon's noble citizens, and left naught but ruin in their wake. Clearly, it was a plot to eradicate the legacy of our great republic, using Jordine as a pawn. The vile Encarosha scheme was to seize absolute authority by regressing our enlightened, progressive republic back to its days as a barbaric monarchy. Your Honor, I submit the ledger of the manager of Montvidel, obtained by the Light Merchant Guild, as evidence.
What? What's going on between House Light and House Encarosha? Haven't they shared control of the Shan Alliance for over a decade?
Indeed. When the dust of this debacle settles, what will become of the Alliance? Will it be dissolved?
That money-worshipping House Encarosha. Their stuffed coffers will soon be made stuffed coffins.
I can't believe she prepared so thoroughly for this.
I thought Geoffrey's marriage to Isabel would save our house. How can this happen?
Order! This will be admitted as evidence, Exhibit 1. Defendant, respond to the plaintiff's claims.
The stench of conspiracy wafts from that end, Your Honor. My father, Enrique Encarosha, is a noble and upstanding member of the Callous Parliament. Why would the daughter of an esteemed representative attempt to overthrow their republic for a monarchy? It is preposterous.
Instead of providing concrete evidence like the plaintiff, it seems the defendant is merely playing on our emotions.
Adventurer, the record of the Ashen Usurper. Did you find it? I knew you would. But proceed with caution. Alina Light is a highly influential figure in the Republic.
Hero of Calpheon, you have something to say? Considering the special nature of this case, we did not permit either party an outside attorney. However, out of respect for your contributions, which will forever remain in the shining history of the Republic, I, Herman Foresio, grant you the right to speak under my authority. What do you have to say?
Great hero of Calpheon. Did you find issue with my claim? Or perhaps my argument and evidence were so flawless that you've forgotten your rebuttal. The defendant, fully aware that the black stones from the extraction mill were falling into the hands of the Shadow Knights, chose to turn a blind eye. It's evident that she exploited this situation to forge a link between Jordine and the Shadow Knights. We have the ledger of Sir Edmund Dawson, the extraction mill manager. There's no way little Miss Meticulous Isabel didn't know about this. An unidentified sword? Why would Edmund do something so stupid?
I will admit the evidence from both sides. Let's see. Both records match Sir Edmund's handwriting. What the defense is questioning among these records is the sword without any workshop production records. Correct?
That's correct, Your Honor. The sword is known as the Ashen Usurper, a symbol of the Shadow Knights. So, according to the ledger, the first one to make initial contact with the Shadow Knights was none other than Sir Edmund Dawson, not House Encarocia.
What? What does she mean? Sir Edmund was the first to contact those heretics? What's going on?
Wait. The black crystals in Serendia are controlled by the Light Merchant Guild. Could they have been orchestrating things behind the scenes?
Order! The plaintiff must substantiate the defendant's assertion.
It's just some old sword without any origins. Where is the evidence that it's the Ashen Usurper? House Light oversees the extraction mill, but the operation of produced goods is managed by the Jean Merchant Guild. At that time, Isabel Incarocia was in charge of Serendia. So who would Sir Edmund be reporting to at the time? Her. It would have been Isabel Incarocia. Your Honor, please examine the essence of the situation first.
That is correct. The castle entry records accurately reflect this. I can attest to it as head butler, if Lady Durette allows.
Huh? Oh, yes, of course, naturally. When was that? Was it the night I had too much to drink and passed out?
What did you say? Your Honor, the defendant is now using her position to spread false information.
Enough! Councillor Light, that sword, it is indeed the Ashen Usurper.
Your Honor, I would like to call as my witness the manager of the Serendian extraction mill, Sir Edmund Dawson.
Sir Edmund Dawson? He's alive? Oh dear, he looks terrible.
What's he doing showing up here all of a sudden? Did he have a change of heart?
Look at Alina Light's face. Red as Calpheon's colors. She's so flustered. Goodness me, this is something to save her.
Order in the court! You may call the witness. Sir Edmund Dawson, is what you have said true?
Yes, Your Honor. The Ashen Usurper, Sword of the Shadow Knights, was delivered by me to the Grand Chamberlain.
You handed over such an item to the enemy of the Republic. You will be held accountable for your actions in due course. For what reason did you deliver such a thing to him? Tell us the reason, so that the people may understand.
At that time, I was under severe pressure regarding the quota assigned to me by Councillor Alina Light. In the midst of this, a woman came to see me. She seemed to know all about my troubles. She introduced herself as Elezra, and she promptly put forth a proposition. She said that if I gave the sword, the Ashen Usurper, to Jordine, she would give me the black stones that I needed to meet the quota. Looking back now, It was a ridiculous deal. But at that time, I was in a tight spot, and thus not in my right mind. Yes. So I hastily went to visit Jordine during the night, and presented the sword to him as a gift. The Grand Chamberlain later used that gift to make an attempt on my life. As he plunged the blade into me, he whispered, "As the Dark Ones demanded."
The suspicion of collusion between Jordine and Isabel has been cleared. Bailiff, detain Sir Edmund Dawson. The remainder of the trial will now resume. Back to the initial claim. Why did the defendant sponsor...
Why did the defendant sponsor the Baron of Montvidel? Exactly why? You intended to overthrow Calpheon.
For Calpheon, to prevent his sword and his army from being pointed at Calpheon. While the Baron maintained military tension within Serendia, Jordine could not advance into Calpheon. Not with an enemy behind him.
Do you expect the people of Calpheon to believe such innocent intentions? We are talking about House Encarosha. Are we to believe that a house, notorious throughout Calpheon for their greed, made a donation in the name of justice?
Never fear, Rookie. I've kept a small trick up my sleeve for just such an occasion. Here's the property deed for the Golden Toad Inn, and the investment contract for the Montvidel land. Go ahead, present these as evidence. It's time to turn the tides of the trial. This is the property deed for the Golden Toad Inn. It was being operated by the Heidel League of Merchants. Having obtained this, all the businesses of the Heidel League of Merchants fell under the ownership of the Jean Merchant Guild. And the same goes for the funds allocated to Montvidel. They weren't just for military support. Donations for justice? I don't think so. It was a careful investment by the Heidel branch of the Jean Merchant Guild. An investment befitting House Encarosha, prioritizing profit above all else. Isn't that right, Baron of Montvidel?
Of course. 30% of the Montvidel land's shares were transferred to the Heidel branch of the Jean Merchant Guild.
Considering this, the ledger submitted by House Light was counterfeit evidence concocted to support her narrative. Great citizens of Calpheon, I, Isabel, see money as a mere tool, not the final goal. Little by little, I aim to wield these tools to further the prosperity of Calpheon.
You already had a card up your sleeve. I have nothing left to teach you, Isabel. You truly have what it takes to become the head of House Encarosha. I am so proud of you.
Thank you, Father. Counselor Elena Light, you cannot defeat me. Do you see that now?
Isabel! You knew it all along! How dare you! How dare you mock me!
So much for her confidence.
It seems even the prestigious House Light is not immune to misfortune. Order in the court! If there are no further claims or additional evidence, I shall hear their closing arguments and deliver judgment. Isabel Encarosha, have you prepared your final argument?
Respected Chief Counselor, Council members, and esteemed citizens of our great Calpheon. A family obsessed with expanding their enterprise and caring only for coin. An arrogant family of peddlers audaciously aiming to engulf the prestigious House Urn and masquerade as nobility. We of House Encarosha are well aware of such public sentiments. We won't deny it. After all, it's the truth. However, as members of the sacred Callous Parliament, our house has never committed a shameful act against the Republic. I implore you, do not misconstrue my efforts, my tireless endeavors to crush Jordine's ambition. Do not misinterpret my desire to protect the Republic of Calpheon and its citizens. With tears and hope, I ask you to show that justice still lives on in the Republic. That is all.
All the evidence presented by the hero of Calpheon unequivocally reveals the truth of this case. For the hearing of case number 286-192, suspected collusion with Jordine Ducas, I find the defendant not guilty.
This is all thanks to you, adventurer.
With this, the hearing for case number 286-192 is closed. The Calpheon Judicial Committee is dismissed. Hero of Calpheon, you've done it again. May I count on your support in the upcoming election?
Nothing like a breath of fresh air after being cooped up for so long. And seeing Alina's scowling face, that was the cherry on top. What did I do? You're the real hero here. You know, I've even started to believe in fate. Remember when I hounded Bobby Lauren for his debt? Would our paths have crossed if I hadn't? I think they would have. We were bound to meet and make a difference together, one way or another. Rest up for today, rookie. Povius will take special care of you.
Adventurer, on behalf of House Encarosha, I want to express my gratitude to you once again. Indeed, you always stay true to yourself. I suppose you're about to set off on another adventure? Speaking of which, there's a matter I've been investigating personally. I'd like to hear your thoughts on it. Do you recall when Lady Isabel collapsed at the wheat plantation? Her condition at the time was indeed due to black stone poisoning. There was no doubt about it. Professor Gorgath suggested it might be due to prolonged exposure to black stones. But from what I recall, she came into direct contact with a black stone only once. That's right. Back in the day, it took miners a good while to get poisoned from the Black Stones. For her to get poisoned in such a short time, could it be that she had been secretly engrossed in alchemy? Or she had no choice but to directly absorb the Black Stone into her body, meaning she might have ingested it. But when could this have happened? Any ideas? I have one particular moment in mind. You've reached the same conclusion, then. That's the only time that seems plausible. House Light has a long history with the Black Stones, after all. Hard to picture that sweet old lady who lends her aid to the less fortunate turning to poison, eh? Ha, my friend, it seems you still have much to learn about the world. Everyone goes through this life wearing a mask. You only get a glimpse of their true faces when you gaze into the very depths of their being. Leave this matter to me. Now you should take a well-deserved rest.
I'm the owner. I'll give one back.
I saw it. It's truly an honor to meet you.
We've been awaiting your return.
My Isabel knew a hero when she saw one. Ah, here's our hero now. You've arrived. Welcome, welcome. This is all for you. Citizens of Calpheon, a great hero has graced us with their presence.
Stay in
Now that our hero has joined us, let us all raise a toast to the future of Calpheon. Isabel, come.
Yes, Father.
It is your turn to greet the citizens.
Ah. Adventurer, there you are. You look well rested. I suppose I can make the toast on your behalf, right? Ladies and gentlemen, let's toast to the bright future of our Republic of Calpheon and to the adventures that lie ahead for our great hero. To the future! To the future!
Oh, the hero of Calpheon. Welcome, welcome. My apologies for how rudely I treated you on your last visit to my office. I, Enrique, started my merchant life at 17. Out of the hundreds of others who got the same start, I'm the only one living like this now. How did I get here? By outsmarting the talented ones, sending off the less competent, and the traitorous ones, like Dominic Earn. I get rid of. Povius, light me a cigar. Oh, the hero of Calpheon. For what? Isabel? Or the guild takeover? It's all thanks to you for standing by my daughter's side. I don't know what tricks those light women used back then, but my bribes went untouched. It was quite vexing. But you turned the tables so eloquently. It's like a weight has been lifted off my chest. Oh, the hero...
Adventurer, the hero of Calpheon. And our hero's advisor, Wolfgang Volks. He lost sight of what's important in his pursuit of power. All that's left is to mourn the soldiers who fell in battle. It's heartbreaking, really. But the Captain Vidal I remember, if he's the same man who shared life and death with me on the battlefield, surely he'll realize his mistakes someday. Adventurer! As for Asland, it was a true tragedy. We've gathered his remains and buried him in a sunny spot. He was a bright young man who faced rigorous training with a smile. If you find yourself missing him, perhaps you could pay a visit to his grave. Adventurer! There's a piece of news that might pique your interest. To the south of Calpheon lies the forest of the goddess Camasylvia. It's a realm of women, where the daughters of the goddess Sylvia reside. It's been isolated for a while, so there's been no interaction with the Republic. But recently, there have been unsettling reports coming from the border. It seems like something significant is on the horizon. Adventurer, the hero! Listen closely, and don't be surprised. I've been appointed as Lady Isabel's aide. This humble man, Wolfgang Volks, is steadily climbing the ladder of success. Of course, I'm still fulfilling my duties as the Chief Security Officer of the Trina Knights. A second body would come in handy right now. I was commanded by the Councillor to maintain my profession while accumulating political experience. It's not a simple request. Adventurer, the hip... after our tales of valor filled the streets of Calpheon, people have been seeking my counsel. Maybe you should be calling me Advisor Volks from now on. What? You think I'm making too much of a fuss? Nonsense. Look here. The blacksmiths of Calpheon are practically lining up for my advice. Adventurer, the hero...
How was the banquet? I made sure everything was perfect for the new head of the Jean Merchant Guild's Calpheon branch. Obviously, the Jean Alliance has now been dissolved. 10 years. That's a long time for a partnership. We agreed to overlook their transgressions in exchange for the acquisition of all their shares. Thanks to you, the Kepler trade rights you secured for Alina now fall to us. How was the banquet? I made sure well, for starters, I'll do my best to ensure my father wins the upcoming election. And I'll be running for a seat on the Callis Parliament as well. That trial really helped me gain a lot of support from the citizens. It could be the first time in the Republic's history that 2 council members hail from the same house. All thanks to you. How was the banquet? I made sure I only agreed to the engagement because of my father's insistence. I never planned to actually marry the man. Besides, thanks to you, our family standing isn't as precarious as it once was. We no longer need the facade of House Earn, but I suppose I'll have to marry someone eventually, right? The hero of Calpheon would be quite the political asset. I'm teasing you. Don't take it too seriously. What? No, really? Have you never heard a joke before? How was the banquet? I made sure everything was yes, it's a special promotion. You're the hero of Calpheon, after all. The rookie status doesn't quite do you justice any longer, does it? Oh, don't worry about my father or me. We've arranged for you to run the Calpheon branch independently. Pervious will be there to support you. He might not say it, but he respects you a lot. Don't worry. How was the banquet? I made...
Congratulations on becoming the new Calpheon branch head. It's truly an honor to serve the hero of Calpheon. Oh, let me show you. It's the office that Counselor Elena Light used to occupy, but now it's ours. Should you win the hearts of our guild members, you will be able to purchase quality goods at favorable prices. Congratulations on becoming the... Of course, I'm a simple man, so I can't say I'm entirely pleased that the recruit I selected has now become my superior, but our guild prioritizes merit above all else. If it's the hero of Calpheon, I'm more than willing to serve. Congratulations!
The hero of Calpheon. It would have been better if you'd met me first. Cowardly. What a petty taunt. Just a cheap shot loser's toss at winners. Had Jordine won the war, people would have criticized him for cowardly using the power of heretics. The term cowardly is often used to assuage their bruised egos. I understand your point, but your argument is flawed. Got it? The hero of Calpheon. It would have been better if you come here knowing everything. Yet you ask that. Why? Do you despise her for being a wolf in sheep's clothing? It's laughable, really. You side with Isabel, but do you know how her father made his fortune? It's blood money, earned by trampling upon countless lives. She's a privileged lady raised on that money. Do you understand? In contrast, my sister is saving countless lives to this very day. She's like a living embodiment of Elion, the hero of Calpheon.
Without the putrid smell.
Someone make them disappear from my sight.
Your eyes seem full of questions. Ask away. I shall do my best to provide answers. You remain untainted by the Black Spirit and pose such a question. You certainly have an extraordinary will and spirit. All we know is that it's a primordial being residing in this land since time immemorial. Observing you may shed light on unknown facets of its existence. We look forward to more discoveries, with your help. Your eyes seem full of questions. Your sudden departure certainly caused a good bit of trouble for Eden, Owen, and Yaz. Eden was injured in his quest for the origin of Earth, and Owen even encountered Belmorn. Yet it's through these trials we came together, overcoming crises as one. Your eyes seem full of questions. Ask away, You find the sun's rising in the west peculiar? There's a mystical quality about you, truly. It's commendable for a scholar to question all phenomena. But you're not a scholar, are you? In this world, such is the natural order. Unless, of course, the sky and the earth were to flip. Your eyes seem full of questions. You've been hunting ancient relics with the Black Spirit. You're referring to the one that hangs from the ceiling, aren't you? Its roots reach deep into an abyss far beyond our understanding. What lies within that abyss remains a mystery to all. Perhaps you, in time, may stand at the edge of that abyss. But remember, never assume the abyss you see is all that there is. Your eyes seem full of questions. Who am I? Merely an old man, wondering about how this world came to be and how it will eventually fade. I seek out secrets hidden from the world and help hide those that should never see the light of day. That's the essence of the Secret Guards, and, by extension, the Society of Equilibrium, a devoted order that protects secrets and maintains balance. Your eyes seem full of questions.
Adventurer, how are you feeling? The origin of ancient light must have taken a toll on you. Oh, I was born from the mixed union of a Luthragon and a human woman. I wandered the world until my master took me in. Luthragon refers to the sons of the goddess Sylvia. Her daughters are called Ganel and Vidir. They reside in Karma Sylvia and Dodilita. Born from the same womb, yet they utterly despise each other. Adventurer, how are you feeling? Me? Well, I'm fine. I don't have a black spirit, you see. More importantly, I'm relieved to see that you're all right. But your black spirit, even after being exposed to the origin of ancient light, seems to have drawn even greater power. It appears to be different from the black spirits that we, the Secret Guards, have previously witnessed. Adventurer.
Thanks to you, I get to enjoy such a feast. How have things been lately? I mean, with that entity in your head. I'm off to BDO. An ancient ruin has been discovered there. The Shen Merchant Guild has contracted me to form an expedition group. If you continue to pursue Elezra, we'll likely meet again. Medea is her homeland, after all. Thanks to you, I get to enjoy such a feast. Of course it is. Didn't I warn you from the start that it would try to dominate you? It's nothing short of a miracle that you've held out so far. You do well to keep your wits about you going forward. Thanks to you,
Wow, so much yummy food! Do the people of Calpheon eat like this every day? We stopped Belmorn together, didn't we? So that makes us friends, obviously. Can't get much friendlier than that. When times are tough, when there's trouble, or when I'm feeling lonely, can I call you? Really? I can? Thank you! Wow. Me? Are you questioning the identity of such a cute and adorable genius? I'm Yaz. Is there any more to know? Wait, where did Luffy and Martha get off to? Those guys, really, always running off without me. Wow.
Adventurer, you've finally done it all. But where might Sir Jordine be? Really? Does it show? Actually, I received a letter from him. He secluded himself somewhere in the mountains. He wouldn't tell me where exactly. It's frustrating. I could drop everything and run straight to him. No, the people of Serendia come first. Once the country is stabilized, maybe then. Adventurer, you've what? Don't even start. Don't even remember the last time I took a rest. I've been up to my neck in work without end. I'm experiencing firsthand just how difficult Sir Jordine's life was and how diligently he lived it. When I return, there'll be a mountain of paperwork waiting for me. Honestly, I don't desire to return. Adventurer, you've finally...
Adventurer, your fame is truly remarkable. Everyone gathered here is singing your praises. What are you saying? You'll cause a scandal. I have a family now, you know. Now it's not the time for Jarrett to be the subject of such gossip. Do not speak of such things again. I swore to protect House Rundi a long time ago. Do you understand? Answer me! Adventurer! Your fame is truly... Isn't it only natural for the Grand Chamberlain to manage the schedule of the future Duchess and escort her? Jarette has never really worked a day in her life. I have to teach her everything from scratch, so I have no choice but to stick around. Wait, why are you looking at me like that? Adventurer! Your fame...
Going to...
Black stone! It feels like bugs are crawling all over me. Pin it on him. In the end, all the decisions were made by the Grand Chamberlain. He couldn't resist the words from the sword and went to the Shadow Knights on his own, didn't he? All I did was ask him to take good care of the extraction mill and gave him a fine sword. That's all. Blackstone! I was just trying to cover the shortfall in production. House Light has no mercy. Just sought the Blackstone to survive, but never thought it would poison me. Why are you fine even after touching it? More importantly, do you have any Blackstones on you? Just a tiny one. Blackstone poisoning causes loss of consciousness, but in return, your body becomes stronger. That's something you know better than I, eh? But right now, I'd rather die.